Here we go. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. I don't know, what is it? Today is 22 days in a row we've been here, I think. 22, 23. Anyway, welcome back. And let's do 3 pull downs. Inhale. Nice long deep breaths. And set. So roll the shoulders back, lift the shoulders, drop them back behind you. Inhale. Exhale. More. And let's shake out the hands. Just let them look like they have no bones. Shake it all out, elbows and shoulders. So lifting the shoulders up to the ears and let them drop. And release all that, just bounce through the feet. The legs do all the work. The upper body just kind of looks like spaghetti. Or fat spaghetti. Or little noodles. And get that breath to move. So each time you land on your heels, feel a little puff of air going out of your nose. I'll do this for another minute. I'm just going to check something here. You keep going, keep shaking it out. As you take the feet nice and wide, we're going to shift and turn, rotate from the waist, so the arms kind of slap along the side of the body. Looking over your shoulder. Make a light fist and tap inside and outside the hips. And then just up the lower part of the ribs and the upper part of the ribs. Hollow part of the chest. And then over the shoulder. Look right behind you, see if you can find that same dot on each side that's directly behind you. And then let everything go. Let your arms go. A wardrobe malfunction here. All right, so let's clear in and set. Just take a moment to notice all the sensations in the body after you're moving it like that. Or maybe there's a little tingling in your arms or your legs, feet, hands. Take some nice deep breaths. Feeling your feet underneath you. Weight is in your heels. Big toes, little toes. Making the perfect footprint. Arches draw up. Knees engage and soften. Thighs flex. And the pelvis drops as the hips sink. The breath comes in through the nostrils, down through the windpipe and fills that lower abdomen, then the middle abdomen, and then the upper lungs. Feel it expand into the whole body. And then on the exhale, release out of the upper lungs, middle abdomen, lower abdomen. And feel the release through the skin and the body. So as we practice breathing, do you ever think you'd have to practice breathing? Notice how the breath moves easily in and out. And at the top and the bottom of the breath, add a pause. Feel your arms expanding and floating away from your body. Chest relaxes down and in, shoulders are released. Head floats up. And feel the muscles in the face relax. Down the neck, relaxes. The corners of your mouth draw up towards the corners of your eyes. To an inner smile, feeling the cheekbones lift. On the inhale, just bringing the arms up, elbows down and in towards your rib cage, fingers rise up in front of you. Draw the shoulders down and the elbows slightly out to clear, keep the armpits clear. And your right eye gazes towards your right hand, your left eye gazes towards your left hand. Feeling the expanding vision going outward. And then with your next exhale, just let the arms float down. And bringing those hands to your hips, just let your fingers kind of drape over the front of your pelvis and your thumb drops back. Drop your chin, just do a few neck rolls. Your gaze is down between your two big toes. Chin is resting on your chest. And leading with your eyes, look up your right wall. So across the floor, gaze up the right wall, let your head follow across the ceiling, going down the left side of the wall, and across left side of the floor, back to your toes. And then inhale as you go up the right side. Exhale, going down the left side. Inhale, going up the right. And exhale, down the left. In. And out. Inhale. Exhale. In. And out. And on this last one, when your chin comes back to meet your chest, pause for a moment and we'll go the other way. Inhale, go over to the up the left wall, across the ceiling. Exhale, going down the right wall, across the floor. So if there's any neck pain, you could still do this, but just use your eyes instead of the head. So if you got a bad neck, slept wrong, or this actually will help to open and release that, but not going into the same range of motion. Just make the range of motion less. Do 2 more. And last one. Exhale, coming down. As we finish this, chin is on the chest. Just take a moment, release your hands, shake that out, and then drag your chin back up, backing your head up, and look straight ahead. Nice. All right, so our feet are going to come in a little bit, maybe about 8 inches between your feet. And imagine you have about the size of a dinner plate. So it's our pelvic clock work that we're going to do. And at the point between the 2 big toes, at the top is your 12 o'clock, at your heels, between your heels is your 6 o'clock. And we're going to take our hands, just warm them up. Bring your hands to your kidneys and hold your kidneys here. Keep your eyes looking straight ahead when we do this, okay? Make sure that your head doesn't drop. I'll remind you as we go through. So tucking the tail under, using your tailbone to create a circle around this clock, starting at the 12 o'clock. Then we're going to move over to the 3 o'clock, which is at the arch of your right foot, back to the 6 o'clock, then to the 9 o'clock, back up towards 12. So we'll go in that direction for 6 rotations. So there's small rotations. Just to open up that lower back a little bit. Exhale as you come forward. Inhale as the tailbone tilts back. And out. In. And out. We'll do one more. And out. Pausing at the 12 o'clock. Reversing direction. Inhale as we go to the left, back, right, and forward. So 12, 9, 6, and 3. Got to test my cognitive skills every so often. Don't think that's very challenging yet. It is. And do 2 more in and out. Last one. And out. Releasing those hands. Let's bring the heels and toes in. And coming down, sit back, hold your kneecaps. And we're just going to do a little bit of circling at the knee joint. You know, we do have a little bit of leeway side to side on those knees. So we want to make sure that that's, you know, open and lubricated in there. So going the other way. And coming back to center, shake it out. Shake up those legs. Yeah, let's work on the feet a little bit. Point the toe, flex and point. 3, 4, 5. Working on balance too. And circle at the ankle. Try to get a nice full rotation. And then going the other way. And then pulling the foot back, just shake it out like you did with the hands. Shake out that foot and then kick it. So trying to release. Balance is a little off today. Releasing through that ankle joint and the knee joint. And I think that's about 20. There we go. All right, other side. Point and flex. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Circle. This is probably if you had to do just one thing a day, this would be it. Other way. Keeping those ankle joints loose. Well, you know what I mean. You don't want to be too loose, but you want to have that range of motion. And then shake out that foot and kick. Keep those. Helps to open up the knee joint. It also helps to clear out any gas, indigestion, as we're working down the stomach meridian. So if you feel any of that and you all of a sudden start to burp and feel better. All right, here we go. My balance is really off today. And last one, that's about 20, I guess. All right, feet about hip width apart, shoulder width apart. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, sink down. Let those arms just float. Drop your elbows and shoulders. Seat the wrists. Make a little picture box. We're going to sink a little bit deeper. Watch your lower back. Breathe into the lower back. Feel that expand through your waist to your belly, up into the lungs. And then exhale as you draw the navel back to meet the spine. Don't round the spine, just lift the perineum and draw the navel back. Then inhale again. Maybe getting a little bit deeper in your deep horse stance. Exhale. Inhale, weight stays in your heels. Big toe, little toe. Smile. It's almost over. In. Out. In. And out. The more we release in that exhale, the more we're going to not be so overwhelmed with this. And last one, finish the exhale with your next breath in. Just push through your feet to rise up. Arms will float up, then arms float out. Good. Bring the heels in and the toes follow. Taoist horse stance. Right hand goes out, thumb goes down, fingers together, left hand goes out, pinky goes inside the thumb, all the fingers are together. Bring the hands to your chest, inhale. Then exhale as you push forward, you're sinking back. Inhale, so side view, up, here we go. Keep that back nice and long, the sacrum in line with your spine, and your tailbone just lifts under, you don't even see it. Inhale. And exhale, drop those shoulders down away from those ears. You don't have to do that. And exhale. You guys just stay here, I know. In. Out. Inhale. Feel that whole back expand. Exhale, drawing the navel back. Long breath in. Long breath out. One more long breath in. Exhale as you rise. Inhale. Lift. Exhale, lower. Good. Let's take the toes and heels out a few more times. So extra wide horse stance. Remember to keep those feet parallel as best you can. Pushing out the heels, down with the toes, weight in the heels. Inhale the arms up. Palms together. Exhale and sink. So look at how far you guys have come in these few weeks. Now able to hold at least a minute in each one of these stances. So in this wide horse stance, allows our back to be at the most vertical point. As long as you have that freedom in the hips. If the hips are tight, this might be very difficult. So just take it to where you're able to feel just the legs and not any pain through the hips. In. And out. Drawing the navel back. Lift the perineum. Inhale. And exhale. So this might be the number one thing that you might want to consider to do throughout your day. Just this long breath, filling and releasing and letting all of the breath move out of you, clearing all that waste. The more we notice our breath, the more we notice that we're not breathing half the time during the day or very shallowly. Take 2 more breaths in and out and in. Shout those heels down to the toes and out, and then we'll draw up on that inhale, reach up overhead and exhale, arms out to the side. We're going to bring the toes and heels in and back to center, shake it out. So Today, I'd like you to just have a few more minutes today, and I want to introduce the healing sounds. This is a very big part in Qigong practice, are the healing sounds and the inner smile. So I want to teach you the healing sounds, and we're going to do it through a little story. So there's actually six healing sounds, and we're going to work on three. And the first three that we're doing is for anger, for shock, and for worry. Why? Well, because we're going, it's those three emotions are on steroids in the whole world, right? So let's find a way to kind of manage them. And it's a cute little story. So it's called The Old Man Searches for a Pearl at the Bottom of a Tide Pool. So the old man comes back with empty nets from a day of fishing, and he's all, worried and everything. And he looks out at the tide pool and he sees what he thinks is the biggest pearl in the world. And he starts searching for it, and he gets frustrated and he gets angry. And the sound we make when we get frustrated or angry, or what do we say? We get shh, right? It's like, oh, shh. Maybe you don't say the T, maybe you do. But, it's like that, oh, shh. So S-H-I-I-I. So we're going to be searching for that pearl with the arms going out like that. Maybe your arms can tap on the side of the rib cage to kind of give it a little bit more. And so here it goes. Inhale. Shh. All right. The fisherman looks up. He sees, oh, it's the full moon reflecting on the tide pool. He's in shock. Oh, and then he goes into worry. Oh. So we do that part 3 times, and it looks like this. You take your 2 hands, make a fist, release your first finger and thumb. These points are called the fire points. They belong to the heart. So we're focused on settling that shock in the heart. And then we bring the fists in halfway through, and then we nourish and rub the belly. Because when you're worried, that's where your worry sits, is right here. Shock and anxiety sits right here. We feel it. Anger sits in the liver, a little bit less, we don't notice that as much, but we do notice, how it makes us feel. All right. So we do that 3 times. So that second part. So it's ha and ho. We'll do it one more. Inhale. Good. Now release the hands. Inhale. Come up. Inhale, come up, make your fist, release first finger, thumb. And then squeeze the fist together. 2 more times. One more. Inhale, open the hands, searching for that pearl. Inhale up. Two. And inhale one more time. Inhale up. In. And then inhale to clear. And exhale. And in. Very good. So feel a little better, a little lighter. These healing sounds, that whole piece really is good to do 9 times. It's amazing the effect that it has on the body. It helps to remove that stuck energy that sits in our body naturally. We know, when you feel anxious, it just sits in that heart. When you cry, it sits in the lungs, that's a weeping sound. And so as we practice these sounds to kind of help us kind of get rid of the excess stuff that we can't just get rid of through talking or on our own, just kind of sits there. It's helpful to move it out in different ways. And of course, taking walks or running, or, if you run or biking or something physical like that can help. But this also has a really deep effect. All right, so that's it for today. Thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.